Hello everybody, it is me, it's Max, here for another workout, and today we are curing shoulder pain. Now, what is curing shoulder pain now? We're not just gonna take a pill and just be cured of it. So, in reality, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna strengthen the mobility of it. So, you're gonna join me on my shoulder and arm workout especially, and then basically this is the foundation of my chest and back day. However you do your splits, I tend to take apart my chest and back day from my shoulders because it's just too much. It's too much on my shoulder joints, all of those things, exactly. So make sure we have a good warm-up right now. But today we're gonna work on the mobility that especially that I scaled with, but really then going forward about what we can do about progressing and regressing. So, start with the external rotations. So, a little light, so we come all the way down. Make sure it's the right angle. Get a tall posture all the way. Boom, we're just gonna pump out 8. And then same thing via the other arm. Make sure that knee is up at shoulder height. So, coming from that external rotation, a good exercise to combo with that is this one right here. Don't worry about the name. We're gonna cross our feet just like this, come out just like this, whether this hand be out here, whether it be right here. We're gonna rest just like this, the shoulder right down, hold out just like this. I'm gonna pry it up. 3 seconds, and then back down. Up, 3 seconds, and right back down. And we're gonna do about 6 reps of this. Incurring, straight arm all the way at eye level. When doing this, it activates that back delt, and with that, sustains a sense of strength, and you can go up. Start with a 2.5. Wait, I'm using a 5. But you can progress it, you can regress it just like I'm showing, because you can go up from 2.5 all the way to a 5. Beautiful, just like that. 3, 4. Now, if I was sitting there like, Max, how does this help me with my bodybuilding dream? I want to build more confidence in my physique. I want to build all these things. So really, you're not going to get the best picture for you with these exercises. But the big thing is that you have to lay a strong foundation. If your foundation has cracked concrete in it, you're not going to be able to get anywhere with that. You have to go back, pave those cracks in so you can really get the most out of your results. So a lot of the time with your bench press, we're not using those back delts. And the thing is, a lot of the time you cannot get that full range of motion because of that back delt stiffness, the back delt, everything is being even pushed back even more. That back delt right here, the back part of your shoulder, at the end of the day, it works just like that. So coming from the external rotation and then going in to laying down, eye level, raising it up just like that, we're really coming to that point where that back delt is being used just for support. And then regressions and progressions go from there. So starting from there, sets a strong foundation, fills in the pavement to that cracked foundation, so then you can get even more gains from the bench press, from the chest press, dumbbell chest press, and so on. Here's a couple more too. Here's another exercise that a lot of you are gonna be like, Max, why am I gonna be doing that? So this is called the trap 3 raise. So get on the back extension just like this, bring it up to the chest. We're gonna raise up and backwards just like this, and we're gonna sustain it for at least 5 seconds all the way down. Again, really reaching back, really fight the stretch and sustain all the way through. I'm using 7.5, and this is hard for me. It's all because of the back deltoid stiffness. And we're gonna do short reps just like that, about 5 reps. But the sustaining at the top, it's really pushing you for that stretch. And every single time you really want to reach more back every single rep. When doing this, I'm thinking about the back deltoid and those suches. If you think about it, coming up through such a range of motion. We're going through, we're bringing it up, changing grips, and then pushing beyond, and then all the way back down. Your shoulders are gonna start burning after a while, definitely. But relatively, that shoulder movement, that shoulder mobility, that's what's gonna get you. That's also going from the external rotation, the lying down, arm lift, and then to this. You can put these as a straight set, a superset, however you want. You can switch one out, you can just do one. At the end of the day, these are all applicable abilities that I'm constantly using, so I can lay a strong foundation for those chest building exercises, for those back building exercises and such that don't provide the healthy joint movement and tendon movement that we all need, and that blood flow movement. So this is when the bodybuilding aspect and the power aspect comes into that full range of motion that we were just talking about. So starting with that straight set, that superset, or just one of those for at least 3 to 2 sets for at least high volume when it comes to the external rotations, and it comes to those arm lifts with the small weight. And then for those trap raises, when we're really reaching back there, those are about 4 reps, really. That's where it's gonna stay around, but really around 3, 2 sets. Now comes the bodybuilding and power aspect. But with that, we're going to superset this as well, for example. So going right into a shoulder exercise is okay, and I'm gonna show that right now. So coming right from a shoulder press, full range shoulder press, coming down just like this, all the way up. So now we're gonna shoot for 10. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. And going from that, it was a little scary, but that's how we hit it hard. So right into something really small, like goblet presses. Well, not goblet, arm presses. We're coming right in the middle. Constant range of motion over those shoulders. Beautiful. And with that, the progressive overload that we're looking for with hypertrophy and the bodybuilding comes right there. And then about 45 to 60 seconds of rest, going right back into that shoulder press. For example, with what I just did, for a more hypertrophy based, I should probably go down and wait, because I probably won't hit that 10. And if I'm ranging between 3 to 4 sets, then yes. And if it was just 2 sets, maybe I could. And that's when it comes into play with what you exactly want. More power, less sets, maybe doing about 10 reps once again. I'm out of breath. But this is a pure example of going from that to this, and I feel even more pumped in that shoulder. And I'll do this about 3 reps. I feel like I have shoulder pads on. So
I would be about it. Like, I mean, obviously I'm not allowed to date. Video of that. Yes. I was watching it yesterday. Yeah. That's so funny. I was trying to think of the places.
Now, another exercise you can pinpoint with both of these exercises to really enhance that shoulder movement and mobility is the Scott curl. So Scott curl starts with a inclined bench just like this. Get on one knee, elbow, armpit right on the end, that's how I like to say, and then grabbing that weight and curling up. So with the offhand, see what you can bear. I'm at 30 because I've been doing this for so long, but really controlling it all the way down, then exploding, really getting that hypertrophy in the bicep, but then also that spread in the shoulder and the full range of motion of the bicep. Bang for your buck. Boom. So we're gonna do about 10 of these. Beautiful. Other side. 1, 2. And when you're doing this, if you need it, really think about putting that weight backwards, not forwards. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's the Scott curl. I do this about 10 or 12 reps for the hypertrophy, for the power, let's say about 6, and for the endurance, about 15 to 20. Try that out. So something I superset this with is a cable overhead tricep extension. So the reason not a dumbbell tricep extension is because we're really trying to get that whole traction all the way up and all the way down. With the dumbbell, we can really use momentum. Cables, we really can't. So starting out, I'm just like this. We're gonna slide all the way out all the way down behind the head and shooting up and pointing out. We got about 12 reps, just like this. Good. And then with this, it's targeting the long head of our tricep, which is one of the hardest triceps to really gain size in, especially the long head being the backside of our tricep, especially. So, and then don't worry about resting between any of these, because if you're doing it right and you're taking the time to breathe, you really will fly through. It'll be difficult and you'll be able to get through it at the same time. If you're looking for a rest period, let's aim around 45 to 60 if they become too long. But other than that, just moving between, breathing, catching your breath, just like how I'm out of breath, that's really all you need. That is it for today's workout. Really going through those, ranging around 2 to 3 sets in that beginning, and really vary with everything I told you today between the Arnold presses and the shoulder presses and the overhead tricep extension and the Scott curls. Those are just recommended ones after that, and even increasing more in reps or in weight, something like that, or even adding a extra exercise to the set, to the exercise series. So at that point, then you're creating more exhaustion in the muscle, creating more muscle at that point. So thank you for watching. Click the like, click the subscribe, share, please. I really appreciate it, and keep it into the max, guys. Thank you for watching.